Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We'll take you through the previous match week and get you ready for the matches coming up, get you ready for keeping an eye on everything going on in Open Cup as well, all the news and notes and information and Team of the Week and Player of the Month and all these kinds of things and awards that you can also follow along at USLLeagueOne.com. You can also sign up for the USL League One newsletter and keep up with everything every single day of the week that you're not listening to this show here on SDH. As we always do, let's go backward before we go forward and take a peek at the scores and the schedule from the previous week. And it was a very, very busy weekend. You had 5 matches going on, and it was Lexington SC, first match at Toyota Stadium, taking on Forward Madison. It was a goalless draw. Wake Med, North Carolina FC, Charlotte Independence in the Tar Heel Derby. That was a 1-1 draw. Match of the week comes to us from CHI Memorial Stadium. Chattanooga Red Wolves and 1 Knoxville SC going at it in Eastridge. The rivalry has a nickname, and you will hear it here. It's our match of the week. Chattanooga, 1 Knox. Highlights courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
As our head official, J.J. Belinsky, blows the whistle, and we are underway in the first Smoky Mountain Smackdown. They win it back, though. There's another ball. Headed to the right-hand side. Illich back. Here's the shot. It skies over. That was excellent play around the 18. Look on this replay. Headed over to the right-hand side so beautifully by Chrysler. And then Illich rolls it back for Ross. Mark McKeever called Chattanooga one of his favorite teams to watch last year, as this one floats inside, and the header is off target. Jalen Chrysler was there. So we're going to get 4 minutes of stoppage time here. Kale Williams gets by some defenders, plays it in the middle, and that one was put on goal by Tahara. Is the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves as we look at this one again. Illich. Ross gets tripped up inside the penalty area, and a point to the spot is awarded for the visitors. 1-on-1 with Aviles. 31 years old, the Serbian Illich, a USL veteran. Stutters up, and he finishes it. 1 Knoxville are up top on the road. As one of the highlight additions to this 1 Knoxville side. As we get to the 2/3 mark in this matchup, can the Red Wolves find a response here from a set piece? Kraft sends it in, skates around a couple of times, and that header dips down and in. The Red Wolves find an equalizer. From the set piece, Chattanooga leveled it up at 1. Andrew Paoli with a high arcing header. That one just tips down in time. How he saw James Thomas grow. Of course, Thomas having to go out of the game with an injury. He mentioned he's been pretty close with Angelo Kelly for a long time. As Riley Kraft takes it up the pitch. Varela rolls this one inside for Kraft, and it trickles in. Chattanooga are up top. A sliding finish just gets by Lewis, and the Red Wolves are up 2-1. Here's a look at it again. Varela. I'm not sure if that made contact inside. Kelly plays it forward for Johnson. 1 Knoxville trying to find an immediate response. How do they respond to being a goal down? Linos with the volley! And through the smoke, it doesn't go in. Jan-Erik Linos. Here's Keegan playing it inside, and it's saved by Aviles. 20 seconds to go. And Knoxville know it. Villalobos to Linos. Linos sends it inside. Headed towards target. Andreasen volleys! It's off the crossbar! Actually, final chance. Chests it, volleys it. Oh, it's so close for Andreasen. Johnson plays it in. It's headed upward and biked out by Kraft. And there's the final whistle. Their first win of the season. Chattanooga take all 3 points.
So round one of the Smoky Mountain Smackdown goes to Chattanooga by the final of 2-1. South Georgia Tormenta taking advantage of a well-traveled Greenville Triumph team for Open Cup, a loss in Phoenix, then traveling back to the East Coast, then having to travel to Statesboro. South Georgia gets a 2-0 win over Greenville Triumph. And at Fresno State, Central Valley Fuego loses to the Murder Owls of Union Omaha by the final of 2-0. That sets up how things are in the standings in USL League One. After 2, 3, or 4 matches, depending on who you're talking about, Charlotte Independence on top, 4 matches played. They're at 8 points. South Georgia Tormenta, 2-2. They are at 6. Northern Colorado Hailstorm is at 4 points, ahead of Union Omaha on goal difference, ahead of North Carolina on goal difference. North Carolina ahead of Chattanooga Red Wolves through tiebreakers, and Richmond on tiebreakers. Each team 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw, 4 points. Carry your tiebreakers. North Carolina, Chattanooga north of the playoff bar. Below the playoff bar currently, it is the Richmond Kickers. 2 matches played for 1 Knox. They have 3 points, a win and a loss. Same for Central Valley. 1 Knox ahead on goal difference. Forward Madison at 2 points with 2 draws in their 2 matches. Lex SC, 2 losses and a draw. They are at 1 point. Greenville Triumph out of the blocks with their 2 losses, traveling for Open Cup, and they are at -3 and no points. Remember, the 1 Knoxville Union Omaha contest has been pushed to July because of travel issues. It was anticipated that they would play last weekend, but because of travel issues and weather, could not pull off the travel, so it has been pushed back to July. Now, other news going on in USL League One. Player of the Month, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball, your nominees for the month of March. Fan vote on USL League One gets 60% of the poll. Fan vote runs through today, Tuesday, April 11th, 8:30 Eastern Time. Technical committee ballots are 40% of the poll. Winner is announced on Wednesday. Player of the Month nominees: Mukwele Akale for Tormenta, Carlos Aviles, the keeper for Chattanooga, Christian Chaney for Forward Madison, Clay Dimmick for Charlotte Independence, Nil Vinyals for the Richmond Kickers. So you can go to, once again, uslleagueone.com and click on your Player of the Month nominee. League One clubs are set for the 3rd round of U.S. Open Cup, and it is coming up in 2 weeks' time. Tuesday, Charleston Battery is going to be hosting Charlotte Independence at Patriots Point. It is Charlotte FC hosting South Georgia Tormenta at Matthews, and at 8 o'clock, St. Louis City SC on Tuesday the 25th hosting the Murder Owls of Union Omaha. That one is at City Park. That one you can catch on YouTube and Bleacher Report. 3 matches on the 26th. DC United hosting Richmond Kickers at Audi Field. 8 o'clock in Bridgeview. It is the Peter Wilt Derby that will also be decided, with Chicago House and Forward Madison playing each other. The winner of that one getting Chicago Fire. 9 o'clock Eastern on the 26th. Colorado, Northern Colorado. That one is at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Also on the board, you've got Roots SC loaning forward Wolfgang Prentice to Forward Madison FC for the foreseeable future. A loan agreement with the League One club, sending him to the Flamingos for the 23 season. Roots can call him back anytime from the loan. Oakland Roots Technical Director Jordan Farrell, great opportunity for a player with lots of potential. Been very happy with Wolfgang's growth over the last year. Think the situation with Forward Madison is a good fit for the next stage of his development. Signed with Oakland last March. Scored his first 2 goals for the club last Tuesday night in the Open Cup win over El Farolito. Second season in which the 22-year-old has gone on loan to a club in USL League One. Got a goal and 2 assists in 12 appearances last season with Northern Colorado Hailstorm. So Wolfgang Prentice heads from Oakland Roots this year to Forward Madison. Goal of the week for Week 4, your nominees. You can vote through April 13th, 12:30 Eastern Time on uslleagueone.com, the USL app on the League One social channels. Your Goal of the Week nominees: Jackson Corey from Tormenta against Greenville, Dane Kelly for Charlotte against North Carolina FC, Andrew Paoli from Chattanooga against 1 Knox, and No Meza for Union Omaha against Central Valley. Corey, Kelly, Pauli, and Meza, your nominees for Fans' Choice for Goal of the Week for week number 4. Team of the Week for week number 3, once again, Rafa Mensingen was your Player of the Week, presented by Konami eFootball after recording his first North Carolina FC goal in match-winning fashion. Your team, Edward Delgado in the net for Hailstorm, Rob Cornwall on defense for Hailstorm. You also have Muhammad Dabo from Central Valley, Clay Dimmick for Charlotte Independence, and his backline mate Nick Spielman. Midfield of 4, Alexis Cerritos from Central Valley, Miguel Ibarra from Charlotte Independence, Felipe Liborio from Red Wolves, and Rafa Mensingen naturally from North Carolina FC. Your 2 on top, Cully Ballaghan from Lex SC, and Owain Gordon from Richmond Kickers. Your bench, Mitch North from Fuego, Devin Benton, North Carolina, Bruno Rendon from the Hailstorm, along with Marky Hernandez, Norte, Dane Kelly from Charlotte, and Stefan Lukic from Hailstorm. So that is your team of the week for week number 3. Power rankings for week 3, the up and down. It was Charlotte Independence up 3 to the top spot. Richmond stays at number 2. Union Omaha, with their draw, drops to number 3. Northern Colorado up 2 to 4. Greenville down 2 to 5. Up a space, North Carolina, Fuego, 1 Knox, Forward Madison. That meant that South Georgia Tormenta, going out of the blocks at 1 and 2, had dropped to 5th before their win over Greenville. Chattanooga down 3 to 11, and Lex SC at 0 and 2 is number 12. Also on the board once again, don't forget, follow along on social media for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for USL League ONE. Your schedule upcoming for this week. Once again, we mentioned the action going on in the midweek with Forward Madison and Chicago House trying to take care of business in Open Cup. Wednesday, 1 Knox is hosting Central Valley in Knoxville. Saturday, 4 matches on hand. 3 o'clock at Caniglia Field, Union Omaha hosting North Carolina FC. 6 o'clock at City Stadium, traditional start time for Richmond hosting Northern Colorado. 7 o'clock, Forward Madison at Breeze Stevens after their U.S. Open Cup match early in the week, and Greenville triumph once again on the road. 7 o'clock at Toyota Stadium in Lexington, it is Lex SC hosting South Georgia Tormenta. So that is your quick run through everything going on in USL League One. If you are in market and can catch a home match, please do so. Quality content, quality matches, and quality talent in USL League One. If you are in market and cannot go to the match, follow along through your local providers. If you're out of market and want to keep the match on your mind, go to ESPN Plus. All the games all season long are right there on the Plus. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. That's your go-round of everything in USL League One. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games.
There can be only one!